We have all seen the monster, the Shai-Hulud, the great sandworm of Arrakis, a beast so large it swallows entire machines whole, moving through the sand like a shark moves through water. It is the ultimate sci-fi nightmare. But what if I told you that Frank Herbert, the author of Dune, didn't just make this up? What if I told you that the mechanics of this monster, the ambush, the speed, the terrifying jaws, are based on a creature that actually exists? And the worst part? It isn't extinct. It is living on our planet right now. And it has an ancestor that was the size of a human being. Forget the movies. Today we are diving into the ocean floor to meet the real sand striker, the monster that snaps jaws faster than a bullet. Welcome to primeval life. To understand the giant, we first have to look at the living nightmare, Eunice Aphrodite's. You might know it by a different name, the Bobbit Worm. Now, looking at it, you might think it's just a worm. Do not let the rainbow colors fool you. This is not an earthworm. This is a biological bear trap. The bobbit worm buries its entire body deep into the sediment of the ocean floor. It leaves nothing exposed except 5 innocent-looking antennae that wave in the current. It waits. It is the definition of patience. When a fish swims by, when a tentacle brushes those antennae, the reaction is automatic. Snap! The worm lunges out of the sand with such explosive speed that it creates a vacuum. Its jaws are so sharp and hit with such force that they don't just catch the fish, they slice it cleanly in half. In some cases, the prey doesn't even know it's dead until it's being dragged under the sand. This creature can grow up to 3 meters long. That's 10 feet of muscle hidden beneath the floor. But here's the twist. The bobbit worm is terrifying, yes, but compared to its ancient ancestor, it is just a baby. Let's travel back in time, 400 million years ago, the Devonian period. The world is different here. The oceans are dominated by armored fish and massive squids. But something else was hiding in the sediment. In 2017, scientists were analyzing fossils from an ancient rock formation in Canada, and they found jaws. Massive jaws. They belonged to a creature named Websteroprion armstrongi. Now, fossil worms are incredibly rare because soft bodies rot away. We almost never find them. But these jaws were so big, they survived the fossilization process. Based on the size of the mouth, paleontologists estimate this ancient beast was a true giant of its kind. While the movie worms in Dune are the size of skyscrapers, Websteroprion was likely the size of a grown man or larger. Imagine swimming in the prehistoric ocean. The water is murky. You look down at the sandy floor. Nothing looks dangerous, just sand. But beneath you, coiled up like a spring, is a 6-foot-long predator with jaws the size of dinner plates. So, how did this giant hunt? Scientists believe it operated exactly like the bobbit worm, but on a much more aggressive scale. The Websteroprion was an ambush predator. It didn't chase you. It didn't roar. It became part of the environment. This is why humans have a primal fear of the unseen. We are wired to fear what is hiding in the dark, or in this case, the sand. It would sense the pressure waves of a passing armored fish. It would calculate the distance and then strike. The scary thing about worms like this is that they don't have eyes in the way we do. They don't see you, they feel you. If you were a creature in the Devonian Ocean, you wouldn't get a warning. The ground itself would simply open up and swallow you. This begs a massive question. If these worms were so successful and so deadly, why aren't they huge anymore? Why don't we have 20-foot worms hunting sharks today? The answer lies in the arms race of evolution. Back in the Devonian, life was experimenting. There were no fast-swimming intelligent whales or dolphins yet.
The sit-and-wait strategy worked perfectly because prey was slower and clumsier. But as fish became faster and predators like sharks and mosasaurs evolved, sitting in a hole became less effective. But here is the twist. That doesn't mean the giants are gone. Remember, we have explored less than 5% of our own oceans. The Bobbit Worm was only formally described and understood relatively recently. We find new deep-sea giants every decade. Is it possible that Websteroprion, or something like it, still exists in the abyssal plains? There is a reason the sandworm from Dune resonates with us. There is a reason we are terrified of things that grab our ankles in the water. It's not just a movie monster, it is a memory, a genetic memory from millions of years ago when our ancestors were swimming in the ocean and the floor beneath them was alive. So, the next time you're at the beach and you feel something brush against your foot in the sand, just remember, it's probably nothing. Probably. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the real-life monsters of our past, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are uploading new survival stories from the ancient world every week. And tell me in the comments, what is the one prehistoric creature you are glad went extinct? Let me know below. See you in the next era.